The Arizona Cardinals have released star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. So after a long offseason of rumors, reports, and comments, DeAndre Hopkins is now a free agent and can sign with any team. That automatically puts him into the conversation as a potential free agent target for the Dallas Cowboys. The team has already added one wide receiver this offseason in Brandin Cooks, so could they sign Hopkins as well? Let's break down what his contract could look like, where he would fit with the Dallas Cowboys, and how serious the team would be about adding him to this wide receiver room. Let's get into it. Since then, he has yet to crack 1,000 yards, although he did have 8 touchdowns in 2021. But after being suspended for performance-enhancing drugs this past season, he had to play much of the year without Kyler Murray. Yet Hopkins still racked up 717 yards with 3 touchdowns. Even at the age of 30, I think Hopkins still has gas left in the tank and offers you a really reliable pass catcher that still possesses some of those traits that make him elite. If you look at the dysfunctional franchise that is the Arizona Cardinals, there is no wonder he hasn't been super productive the past 2 years. But what would the money look like for a wide receiver that is getting older and may be on the backside of his career? Well, the best player contract I know to compare him to is Odell Beckham Jr., who just got $15 million from the Baltimore Ravens on a 1-year deal. Even then, it's not a fair comparison as Beckham has had way worse medical issues compared to D-Hop. It's hard to predict how these teams around the league see the player, but if Beckham got $15 million in 1 year, Hopkins should easily be in that range on a 1-year deal. But would the Cowboys be willing to throw another $15 million at the wide receiver position? I've been a Cowboys fan too long to know that Stephen Jones isn't giving up that kind of money, even if the team could make it work. But hypothetically, let's say that I am way off the mark on the contract details, and the Cowboys could get him in here for $8 million on a 1-year deal. Where does he fit in this offense? And the truth is, Hopkins fits just about anywhere you put him. Hopkins as the X receiver with Brandin Cooks on the opposite side with CeeDee Lamb in the slot, or lining all 3 of those guys on one side, would be absolutely terrifying. I don't know a single cornerback room in the NFL that is shutting down all 3 of those players. With Lamb playing so much in the slot, the Cowboys would easily have a wide receiver spot open if D-Hop were to sign with the team, giving your quarterback Dak Prescott another weapon to work with. In my opinion, this would be the one move that I think would be considered an all-in type mindset from the organization. The defense is already making its case for one of the best units, and adding Hopkins to a wide receiver room would make your offense nearly unstoppable with the star power. So taking all of this into account, how Hopkins fits with the team, paired with the money it's going to take to get him in the building, how serious do I think the team is about adding him to the wide receiver room? Well, there were rumors swirling for a while that the team could trade for him while he was still a member of the Arizona Cardinals. But they chose a different route and went Brandin Cooks for a 5th-round pick from the Houston Texans, putting the DeAndre Hopkins to Dallas rumors to rest rather quickly. But things do change now that he's a free agent. There is no draft compensation involved. And to be honest, I don't have high hopes that Hopkins is in a Cowboys jersey in 2023. Knowing what I know about the organization and the Jones family, I don't think they're going to be willing to get into a bidding war with other teams that are going to be interested. I am just basing this on what I know, not what I've seen in reports. I personally would love to see the Cowboys bring him in. I think this is an all-in move that takes the Cowboys to the next level and helps them compete for a Super Bowl. If there's been a year in the past decade to push all of your chips to the front, the 2023 Dallas Cowboys are the one to do it with. When I saw this report about Hopkins being available, let me tell you, I got way too excited. I'm recording this video probably 10-15 minutes after the news broke. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Should the Cowboys pursue DeAndre Hopkins? What's the maximum amount of money per year that you would give him? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below and let's discuss. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Bye.